up? It's been a minute. I know a few days or whatever. I got a lot going on. Well, I keep losing feed, so don't get upset, guys. Not that everybody's watching or anything, but a lot of followers on Facebook and stuff. They call me Love, Light, Karma, Trust Few. My name's Michael Barr, also known as Michael Kosh, apparently 14 years ago. And well, my wife was a tow truck driver that was there the night that we were getting married, and nobody told me. Yeah. Um, so he followed us home. I guess. I guess she took some pictures with him. I don't even know what it was. A cover story. I don't even know at this point. I'm just so basically. He followed us home, and I believe he abducted her and our child, and they were leaving. I'm just at a loss for words. We picked the name Kosh as a last name off of a pair of overalls, Oshkosh Bagosh overalls. We made that decision together. I didn't know she actually was going to do it, and well, we're still married, and well, the pictures are with some other guy, and it was supposed to be some joke or whatever, and it turned out to be his name is like Koskaleki or something or whatever, and it's he lied to her and used his literally military tactics to brainwash her or whatever. I don't know. Made her afraid of me. Whatever the case might be, it's the truth, and it's just messed up. And I gotta go to court soon, and supposedly she's with this guy still, and he says he knew me. He didn't know me. He only knew me from that night. He lives around the same area I live in. There's a lot of messed up stuff that just shouldn't happen. It's pretty awful. Um, Man, I'll tell you, when you love somebody that much, and you literally look around for them, like literally walk around looking for them, it's pretty difficult to hold. Um, I lost her and my son, and I lost my mom basically within not even a month. My mom is alive. She had an aneurysm or a stroke or was hit over the head or something, probably to cover up whatever was going on. Or made her do or whatever. But I mean, if she's willing to be with me after all this, I am willing. I mean, it's crazy, right? Most people would just be like, I ain't getting involved in that and whatever. And look, this guy is not a sane man. He's a very sick individual to do something like that and actually take advantage of the situation. She thought I was dead. They lied to her. I got an injury on my hand at work, apparently, and then I don't even know. It wasn't even just from that. It was multiple things, but that was like their opportunity to use, I guess. Blood was everywhere. It looked like death, like I died, like a crime scene. Little getting stitches. My hand, because the saws all went through it. when I worked at a place called Frank's Heating. And they probably owe me a whole bunch of money. But I did go back to work, and I never got the money. Among other places, like bonuses, Auger Alarms, I worked there. Supposed to give me a bonus. Somebody stole it. I busted my butt for that place. You have no idea. Money that you wouldn't even dream of, I haven't gotten yet. And I'm supposed to have. I won Publishers Clearinghouse. Haven't gotten that. I have some scratch ticket I turned in, and real nice. It's years later. Whatever, right? I apparently have more power than you could even imagine, and it's I don't abuse it. I don't abuse it. But yet I also don't benefit from it. Other people are benefiting from it, and it's not right. You know, I've been suffering for a long time for her to be happy, to keep her safe or whatever. And I guess the joke was on me for a while. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. I'm pretty sure I'm right that I'm pretty positive that's what happened. And this whole Kosh thing happened. Well, her father and stuff and other people, and he doesn't want to believe it. This guy, he's sick. Like he must have PTSD or something. I don't know, but very mentally ill. And he beat her, and I could see. I'm on Facebook. I see black eyes around her eye. Never in my life would I do that to her. Never, ever in my life. When I saw that, I knew right away that something wasn't right. And I don't know why anybody else can't see it. She doesn't get to have her friends. She doesn't get to have her family around all the time. It's very strange, you know. That was a while ago. I don't know about right now, but for a long time, that's what was going on. She lives on a base. Something very wrong with that situation. Let's just say that. And well, we've been married since. Yep. They just got the wrong freaking guy with her. How nice is that, right? Gets her pregnant, so she's afraid to leave and doesn't know what to do. But you know what? We got to break this curse because, her father went through the very similar situation as me. It's like a curse. It's like reliving your life for a while. It's crazy. And then you end up with these particular people. And, if you continue it on, it goes, and it stays a curse for the rest of your life. Well, the only way to break it is to go back with the person that kind of caused it. Not caused it, but the real love of your life, the one that holds your heart dear and affects every little thing you do every day. And I know I do that for her, whether it's negative, positive. I'm sure it's mostly positive. Negative because we're not together every day. We were the best team. We ran bars together and everything was good, like, all the time. Like, very, very good. They made her lie about me, like assault and battery or something. I jumped out the window to save our baby one night, or one day, the next day, because these kids, this was a long time ago, these kids that we hung out with, supposedly friends, gave us mushrooms. Well, myself first, I had a baby with me. I don't even remember if it was actually Sebastian that was with me. I think somebody just dropped the baby off on my lap. I don't even know. Like, people are freaking, I don't even know. So, all I know is I jump out a window, okay, because I think the baby's in the plastic bag, and in reality, he wasn't. But because of the aftermath of the mushrooms, and then she ate the rest of the bag. This was a very long time ago. This was like 14 years ago, or so. And man, let me tell you, I'm pretty sure we died that night, and then like came back the next day. Weird. Um, I don't even know how to describe it, but that was my first. I'm sure her, well, maybe her first, life death experience. And I know I met God that night, and I'm pretty sure she did too. And that's when she told me God's plan for us. And it was supposed to be that we ended up back together. Apparently, 14 years later, we end up back together. There's that green flash again. Um, it shouldn't have had to be 14 years. It's a long time, kind of. Look what happens in that amount of time, you know? People end up forgetting that they're married or get abducted, and then some guy with the similar last name tries to lie like a Goldie Hawn movie or something. Like she fell off the boat. Remember that movie? Basically what it was and what it is. And it is sick and not right either. And there's no way that I should be accused of things or being crazy because this is true and it actually happened. And it's wrong. And the only ones that really suffer are myself, Sebastian, my son. Laura apparently could very well be my daughter at this point, and Catherine. I have no idea. Beautiful. Why people have to ruin beautiful things and lie about things that never happened? There was no cheating up until people lied to her or whatever. I don't even know anymore. Like, I do know that that happened. And I do know that we're soulmates. We're connected. It's so obvious to her, like everybody else. Her and I are connected. But every time I go to try to show her how beautiful and how she deserves to be treated properly, she gets angry with me and like tries to go. I've done very little, really, in reality, compared to any of these other guys that have been with her. Yet she speaks to these other men. So what does that tell you? That she has some kind of either guilt or she's not allowed to, which is wrong. That's not her fault that these guys are that way. I've changed a lot since. I used to drink a lot. I used to drug a lot, you know. In our early years, you know, kids experiment. Nowadays, guys, it's not worth it. It's so not worth even trying. I mean, weed is one thing, but it's so not worth doing that stuff, especially as a kid. You risk way too much, and you guys don't even understand how much you're risking. You're risking your happiness for the rest of your life. You're risking possible children. You're risking loved ones that you could be with forever and be the happiest person ever. I know the day that Sebastian was born, not that my other son and other children that I didn't even know about because I was taken advantage of many times, apparently, when in my drunken stupors or whatever, which is really messed up. Um, you know, I love my kids. Isaiah, he's a good kid. He's trying to be me so much that it's kind of scaring me because I don't want something to happen with somebody that it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? He looks a little bit like me, and it kind of makes me nervous. He thinks, "Oh, Dad, I'm getting gray," and this, you know what I mean? It's you're a kid, stay a kid. You know, and he's got a beard, not as his is all scruffy. You know, mine's all lined out as usual. um, my hair, I don't know. I might cut it. because apparently she can't recognize me with long hair. So I've got really long hair, and I've wanted to donate it. And my feed, this feed is awful. I'm sorry, guys. I have kind of wanted to cut it, but I really um. Hi, guys. Oh, we're back. So she was like, same people. She keep track than I've been able to keep track of her, but yet people make her deny it and lie. I don't know. Supposed to have all this money. Nobody told her. A lot of people pretending to be me. Um, Dream big and believe. And get on. Outlook. What do you call it? I can't even get on. Like my Facebook pages, I have one that I'm able to get on. I've had to make multiple that I haven't been able to change. Am I Michael? um, I mean, so many literally, and haven't been able to get there. Well, Dan Lee, Tommy, Chong, help legalize, and I don't even know why, but now there's like some bull BS going on. Oh, Obama and Trump. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. That's why I'm a targeted person. Wonderful. Thanks, guys. I'm trying to support my country. Now I get to be alone most of the time and in solitude, basically. I'm with my sick, head injured mother, my son, my sister. Things are going on in our lives. It's just, yep. So my father died some time ago, and among other things, I wear many hats, so to speak. I haven't that I'm telling the truth. One, yeah, she's petrified of her. I haven't seen my sister in like 2 months. I'm living in this apartment that's haunted, and I lifted most of the curse. You don't believe me? That's fine. You don't believe in magic and spells? That's fine. You need to believe a little more because there's things in the world you might not know or want to know. I don't know. So I've lived in a couple. The last place that I lived in Methuen was very, very haunted. It was on ley lines, and my cousin put river rock, quartz river rock on the front yard, and it was basically worked as a conduit. That was our home, and they lied about owning it and everything. So many layers of just no. Why? Because of the lies from Ian and Casey and Susan and what they do to me and what they do to my family. I have morals. I was born built inside of me morals. I was born into some things that apparently make me very powerful, but yet people steal it from me. They steal my glory, you know. And I'm humble. I don't even ask for it. When I jumped out that window, somebody else took advantage and said it was them that did it. Imagine that. So they could be the hero, and it wasn't even about that. Not too long ago, my sister had a restraining order on my aunt to keep that part of the family away, and we were in court, and she was so scared that she dropped it. So I mean, not everybody's a good person just because they have a label that makes them a good person, right? Or a good judge of character. Um, Every time I become like close to being famous or something, something gets shut down. It's not right. There was a time, Spain, I believe it is, Hala Madrid. I'm on Facebook, and they put me on the big screen, and I'm saying God bless to them, and the team was winning. It was like the Patriots winning. It's like we're blessed, and there's a lot of reconnecting. So religion to me, yeah, the crust, and the bridge of my nose is also the crust. That part of my nose. Okay, so you know how like plates go underneath one plate or over another on a mountain, right? So the idea is they're covered up by the crust, and the fact that history, new experiences. So I don't know. Not everybody even cares. But I have this curse, and I'm connected. I believe they call it like Reiki or something. I don't know. There's all kinds of names for it, but we're twin flames. We're soulmates, and you can feel something is wrong, or they might be in some trouble, or they're just so sad, or they're crying or upset or whatever it might be. It's all connected to what I'm talking about. So yeah, this whole thing about the crust, like there's so many civilizations that get to may never get to. So I mean, you to say there couldn't be other civilizations that live underground. So or what is that? Arbartha? I don't know. I forget the name of it. But there's an inner Earth, and from experience, personal experience with my own eyes, not on any hallucinogens, nothing like that. Haven't done drugs for a very long time, especially something like that. Well, at least without a doctor. Um, I saw angels. I saw tens of thousands, tens of thousands of angels. They were glowing. You see that light behind me, right? It was like that, but with the shape of a body. Human body, wings, the works. And it was profound. It was beautiful. I was so at peace. And at that moment, I already believed. I already knew. Um, when I was younger, I was an atheist. I didn't really believe I had religion shoved down my throat. So back to not really everybody wants to hear about religion. I understand that. I really don't. I'm more spiritual, I guess, religious and spiritual, kind of a mix, really. I believe that a lot of things are right. It's not just one. Being like Pangea or the telephone game, where it started off as a knowing, like everybody knew this is what it was. This power or the sun, which is kind of, you know, they knew what it was. They knew how to use it, magic, whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of like the telephone game. Back in school, you talk to one person, and by the time it gets to the end of the school, I'm getting a slow feed. By the time it gets to like the last person in the school, it's a completely different story. changing of like. So this person like, oh my God, I saw a burning bush. It was on fire. Nobody could have lit that. No, nobody could have lit it or whatever. Or I saw, so and so in the sky. It was a flying dragon, or there. It very well could have been an alien from another planet at the time. We don't know. A fireball, a comet. We don't know. We weren't there. Whatever they were believing in, they believed it for a reason, whether it was mythology or whatever to us. Then they did it happening. Magic, basically. Um, you know, sometimes I have bad days. I'm one person that, believe you me, I have bad. I even get violent, which is me getting violent. It's not that it seems that way to normal. Well, I risk more than most people, and if you on right now in my life, right this very day. So next thing you know, they get it's down to Native American. So I don't know. And a lot of it's good. A lot of it's awesome, like amazing stuff. They found my kryptonite, and they're trying to. I'm proof enough that it's real because I died. I literally died. Literally. And came back like nothing happened. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. That night, the hole in my neck, I bled out all over the pillow. Um, Woke up the next morning fine. There was a little hole there, but I don't know if it was a 22 or 25, whatever it was. I'm only shop my his it was a matter of water. Somebody I've been hit from behind. Every time I try to get a hold of Catherine, it happens. It's because I have stuff up. Well, I know some of it, most of it. I guess God's. It was all videotaped. Okay, that was in our past. We've gotten through that stuff. It's off. I don't know. People keep feeding her things, drugs. Mentally, I just hope she's in a good place. I pray for her. She's my hero. She's gone through so much. She doesn't deserve it. Slow. Oh, guys. But I am so sad inside. And now my mom hasn't even been home. My mom hasn't been home for hours. She should be home by now. Not cool. Not okay. They did something wrong. They did it.